Right, welcome back to part 4 of the Features Explained series of videos. And I just wanted to show you I struggle a bit with the wildcard syntax earlier in the earlier video, and I just forgot the wildcard syntax. And you'll see if we wanna show only the waypoint up here, you could do something like question mark A, and you also have to specify that you have to end with an unknown set of characters. So you see he has an unknown first character and a in between, and then you have some characters in the end here. So you could do like POEN, or you can just do now you know it's 3 characters left, so you could do that as well, or like so. So okay, so that's the wildcard. It's just basic wildcard. Right. That's the filters form explained. So let's head over to the last part of this features explained thingy, and that's the map metadata thing. And the purpose of this is really about how you can add your own like overlays to the maps. It's a sort of a replacement for the the map packs, you know, the previously popular map packs that had the drawings in it with the special things happening here and here and stuff like that, and this is trying to achieve the same thing. Only you can do this inside of this applications inside of this application. So that's kind of a nice feature, I think. So here you can just go to edit map metadata, and let's say I'm going to do a salvage soon. Still working on my my Nagi weapon for my green shoe character here. So let's say here we have, I know I'm gonna go to the new Silile thing at some point. Is this the one? I think. Yeah, no, that's not the one. Let's see. Oh, that's a lot of initialized songs. Right, I can't remember. Okay, let's do something. Actually, we can just go to this zone. So go to player zone. We'll go to the zone you're in now, if you're connected to a provider, that is. So, for instance, you could add points of interest here, like so. This is a point of interest. Create metadata point, like so, and you can have a label on it. That, my cool point of interest. Let's say for the sake of not having too many labels in the map, and keep this short, I guess. Zone, because there's a zone. You're gonna zone right down here, and you can also have some other some more descriptive metadata added to it. So like say, if you go here, blah blah blah, and you can actually take a look at let's say google.com to do stuff. Okay, blah 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 blah, like so. And that's how you edit the map metadata. Now, if you unhook the edit metadata, you have the if we zoom out, we can select this point here, and if you zoom in, you'll see that the selected point will have the selected shape you have selected will have an arrow indicator as to where it is. So if I can follow this arrow indicator, and at some point it will just come into view. Let's see. Oh shit, that was a long walk. It's been a while, right? Okay. Ah, there it is. So now it comes into view, and then the arrow indicator is just a shape again. So I can actually right click this now and get the metadata for that to show up. So now I'm actually playing the game, and I'm not actually editing the metadata, I'm just playing the game, and here's a little metadata point I've made, and then you can just right click that point, and then the label will appear in a box here, and also the more thorough description of what is happening here is here, and you can click links like this and you'll go to Google. Right. One more thing, right click is kind of sweet for both accessing metadata descriptions and stuff, as well as right clicking NPCs and characters to have them launch the provider and such. And let's say you are in a quite crowded place like this, and you have a zoom level like this, and you right click into this, you'll see that you'll get a like a context menu over the things of interest it hit under the mouse button. So here should be a player character as well. Yeah, look up player and look up NPC. So that's kind of sweet. So so if you're clicking with a quite crowded place, you can you can get a context menu to further choose what you think you're choosing. Right. So, but let's go back to the metadata thing. You can also I just made a point earlier here. That's the zone, but you can also make like a rectangle here. You can rotate by holding, dragging in this a little circle here. You can rotate it around like so, and you can move it, yeah, and you can resize it. So that's kind of sweet. I'm gonna try to find a good example for that. It's not the right Arpago Remnants. That's the zone I'm doing my salvage in. Here is quite nice for doing like the squares here. It's quite nice for attaching metadata. You can also have ellipsoid like this. You can have it, and you can also rotate these and resize them and move them. And as with the other types of metadata shapes, you can add the label here, and you can add some textual thing in there. And also you have the possibility to do a free drawing. You can just click this one, and you can draw whatever you like, really. And then you'll have a free drawing in there. And even though you can attach a label to that, you cannot actually, you don't see the label, because there's no really logical place to display that label. So, but it's useful to have a label on the free drawings as well, because if I, for instance, left click here now to select, let's just move that like so. If I left click there now, it wouldn't know what shape to select, so it's giving you a context menu to actually select shapes here. So that's when the label comes in. That's very useful for having a label on the free drawings as well. And you can have metadata here as well. So if you right click here, you'll have view metadata, and you can get the metadata for one of the shapes. Right. So that's about it for the shapes. The free drawings are particularly useful, I think, if like saying this is a dead end, or something like that. But there are certainly other cases as well. You can, for example, on zones that have no map, you can actually go to those zones and start drawing a map yourself, like Haslam Testing Grounds. You can draw like a corridor where you're going, like so, and you'll have a drawing over like your own drawn map here. Right. And then you have these buttons here, which is useful here. For instance, you have reset all zones. That's nice if you want to just erase everything you have. So if you do that, it'll just everything is gone. If we go to the player zone now, we'll see that the zone point I had here is gone as well. So, but of course, be careful with that one. You can also choose to just erase shapes from the metadata from the current zone, and you can also choose to export all of your zones into a XML file and share it with your friend, and then he can do an import all zones. When you do an import, you have to decide whether to clear the things you have from before, or if you want to merge with your own thing. And obviously, if you do the merge option, you'll probably have duplicate shapes at some positions and so on. And you can also just choose to export the current zone and import into current zone. So an exported file here is used to import here. And you can also, if I say draw a map here in Haslam Testing Grounds, export it to test XML and go to Heaven's Tower and do an import into, oh, I can do a bit more giddies here, import into the current zone and do the test. You'll see that I have the same shape, and it won't fit into that zone probably, but it's a possibility. But usually I guess this is for sharing it with friends and so on. You can also delete shapes by pressing. You have to be in edit map data and metadata mode, so you can just click and to select it first and control delete to delete it. Right, reset all zones. I'm happy, and I hope you guys are happy too, because that's all I have. Hope you'll find it useful. Yeah, let's yeah, and you also have this go to web page thing. You can always, if there's more videos uploading or new versions of the application and add-on, you can download it here. Of course, and you also have the reference card earlier explained here. Yeah, right, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy it.